Voices. I'm Gary Williams, your host for today, and today we want to talk with individuals here about an important event coming up. But before I do, I want to just tell you that Voices is a project of the New Mexico Office of African American Affairs and Executive Director Dr. Harold Bailey. This half of our program is dedicated to welcoming the director and founder of Game Amp. That is Guerrilla Art Marketing, Media, Mentoring and Education, Art, Media, Music Productions. This person is an artist. She's a mother and organizer, Miss Emmanuel Stent. Good morning to you. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having us here.
It's a pleasure to have you. And you did say us because we have another individual who will be our guest in studio as well. We've got Carla Gaucher. Gaucher. Carla is involved with program logistics as well as she's a parent volunteer with, again, Game Amp. So welcome to both of you on our Voices radio program. It is a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Before we get started, why don't you guys give us a little brief information, if you will, Iman, what is Game Amp and how did it come into existence?
Okay, this is Emmanuel. Game Amp basically is an organization that uses art, media, music, and production for sustainable community development. I'm a graduate of the University of New Mexico, and as an undergraduate, I volunteered for everything. Mm-hmm. And still, after graduating, there was still this learning curve. And so Game Amp started basically to help undergraduates come into UNM or go into any of the university programs that they do, and to really tap into themselves and into their art. What do they want to do? And can they start doing that now while they're undergraduates and making homework also community work? If they're an artist, can they start promoting their art and using their art to build community development and literacy? And Game Amp is about play, production, literacy, art, and youth. But the youth range. So we originally started for UNM students so they can get skills development in the community utilizing the art that they're in, whether they're visual artists, performing artists, or even writing artists, And our UNM students did that. We started in 2006, and because of them, Game has developed into this other format. We have 3 different programs. One is called Bam Bam, Bring a Message, Build a Movement, and that's basically geared towards elementary school students, up to 8th grade, second to 8th grade, depending on their literacy level. We introduce them to poetry and have them develop productions from that, whether it's audio productions, visual productions, theatrical productions. And then the second program that we have is Freedom Youth Media, where we work with youth in the 10th grade and up to college for them to understand media, for them to develop media literacy, to understand how media is used to influence them, whether to buy or to do a good cause, or opposite of that. So that's Freedom Youth Media. We teach them to use those skills of media, whether it's film, audio, social media, to, again, still redevelop sustainable causes, working with the elementary school students.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your conversation here, but those seem to be very worthwhile programs and also seem to be wonderful vehicles for individuals to get in and test out a career field.
Yes.
To learn the intricacies of a particular skill set and to apply those in a very practical and very community conscious way. So I commend you on that. Where's your program physically located?
Well, our program, we have an office in the South Valley, but we are physically located where we're invited. Currently, we work at the West Side Community Center, and we do a lot of projects. Since 2006, we've done projects with citizen schools, and we've gone northern New Mexico and have performed in southern New Mexico. So we do different little projects here and there. Currently, we are at the West Side Community Center.
It's West Mesa.
West Mesa. I always do that. Off of 5500 Glen Rio. There is one project. The third project is the Search and Rescue Project. That is basically our college, and it's a long acronym for basically strong educational applications, and resilience can help in rediscovering renewable energy, meaning renewable as in the environment and renewable as in us, making us together. Renewable, see, I threw myself off.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to say that how you were saying those are great things for children to be involved in learning about something, they can also learn at an early age whether they like it or not.
Exactly.
And then they can do something else.
They can say, I don't like this.
We seem to wait until college to decide what we want to do. And, we want children and youth to be hitting the gate running.
And we're working with the college students so that they can build their management skills, their student relation skills, their community skills as well.
Well, that makes perfect sense. And, we have limited resources as it relates to education. So it does us no good to have students engage in a career path and only to find later on that it's not something to their liking or something that they feel will be applicable to their career path at a later time. So having the opportunity to engage and to be involved in a myriad of different activities that provides exposure to the arts, that's, again, hands-on, that's practical in that sense, is certainly desirable. And again, I commend you both for being involved. Carla, I didn't ask what your role is as a parent volunteer. Do you have children in the program? And if so, what ages? And what do you do as a parent volunteer?
I have 4 daughters, and I have 2 twins. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start at the youngest. I have Maya is 3 years old, and Jemariah is 6 years old, and Bella and Zia are 8. Bella and Zia are actively involved in this program, and Jemariah as well. So the way I started in this program, my children love it, and it's small, and it could use help. People, volunteers that want to do this. And when you say that there's a lack of funding in education, there's a complete lack of funding for the arts in education. And I was a dancer. I grew up taking ballet every day in junior high school and high school. And those are the things that I remember. So I wanted to just provide for my children a way that they can interact and use those skills and explore those skills. That's how I got involved.
Sure. Now, from a volunteer standpoint, as you said, there's a shortage of individuals who feel compelled to get back, to provide the skill set that they've acquired back into the community, particularly when we're dealing with underserved populations in our community. These are the individuals who, as you said, we see a diminishment of allocated resources that address the fine arts. And we're called upon to augment those limited resources in our public schools, and in certain cases in our private schools as well. They're starting to feel the same impact. So it is absolutely necessary that we engage our community, particularly those who are practicing professionals, and encourage them to get back to their community. So this is one way by which they can do so. How can individuals who are of that mindset get in touch with you and to provide their volunteer services?
First and foremost, I have to commend Carla because she is an amazing parent. Like, she saw the vision, she heard it, she was patient with me, and she tried it. And I can say she's been one of our strongest parents here, even getting us this blood.
That's our current event we're working on. It's May 5th at UNM, the sub ballrooms B and C. What we are doing is we're partnering with United Blood Services. The name of their program is the Hero Square program, and but just to say, for people who want to get interested, definitely check out our website, gameamp.org. See, this is why she's on it, because she's always up on there. But we need people like Carla, parents who are concerned and really are looking towards the future of not their children's future, but their children's future. We are looking for parents who are visionary parents, can see beyond next week or next month or next paycheck, because it's beyond that. It's in our gifts. We are creative people, and together we're stronger.
And we're dependent upon partnerships, as what Carla was alluding to, such organization as United Blood Service to partner with us on an event that's coming up. This event, tell us what it is, Blood Culture?
Blood Culture.
And this is a partnership between your organization and the United Blood Services. How did that come about?
Well, Carla was just an amazing woman, and she just finds great resources and makes great connections. So she just hey, I have this connection. And
I heard in a conversation that United Blood Services is having their 60th anniversary in 2011, And for that, to commemorate that, they decided to sponsor nonprofit organizations in the community that are helping. And so with that,
we applied, and trust me, we're a small baby organization, but we've been working hard to show what we do with education and production. So Carla, long story short, Blood Culture is about promoting blood physiology, anatomy, cultural responsibility, to let people understand that we're all various cultures, and our blood may be helping and saving other people in the community. But community programs are also the blood in our community.
Well, we're just touching on this. We're going to come back in the second part of this program, and we're going to talk a little bit about blood culture, what it means, how individuals in our community can participate. We both agree to return to Voices when we return?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, listeners, you're listening to Voices on AM 1550 KIVA, more positive talk radio. I'm Gary Williams. I'm your host today, and we're going to come back with some very enlightening information, so please stick around.